Hannity, so the fake news destroyed Trump, liberal media losing their mind yet again over something President Trump said at the White House during an event honoring Native American code talkers who served in World War II. President Trump poked fun at one of his favorite targets, Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren, who has been proven to have lied about her Native American heritage. Here's what he said.
You were here long before any of us were here, although we have a representative in Congress who they say was here a long time ago. They call her Pocahontas. But you know what? I like you because you are special.
Now, of course, the liberal media is jumping all over the use of the word and the name Pocahontas, which is called Warren repeatedly. But shouldn't they be more focused on going after Warren, who's exploited her fake Native American heritage for her own personal gain? Here with reaction, former deputy assistant to the president, Fox News national security strategist, Sebastian Gorka. Dr. Gorka, Warren is now saying Trump called me a racial slur, will not shut me up. Well, there was a big investigation, and the use of minority status when it's not accurate seems to be a far bigger offense that the left will never talk about. Your reaction?
It's a continuation of everything you've covered so far in your show. There is a protected class in this country, and it's the elite of the left. They're like untouchables. If you're Conyers, if you're Al Franken, if you're Bill Clinton, you can preach that you're for women. You can preach that you're for the victim. But when you get caught red-handed, nothing happens to you. It's the same with Senator Warren. This is a woman who had a no-show job or a job where she taught one course and then picked up $400,000 from Harvard a year. And then she's culturally, let's use the correct phrase, Sean, she's using cultural appropriation. She's using the Native American heritage to get that job. And then when the president pointed out,
Dr. Gorka?
No, the left couldn't prove it. They tried their best to prove it. The best we found out is that she said, well, when she was young, her family told her that she had Cherokee blood in her. No proof, zero proof. When the president pointed out, then she's the one who's been abused. Wrong. You abused the American native heritage when you lied about your ethnic background,
and tried
Senator Warren.
Take advantage of minority status that she never deserved.
Right, and which Harvard then waved as a flag in 1996 when they were accused of being too white. They said, no, look, we've got this woman on our faculty and she's part Cherokee. Bogus. This is fake news. It's classic fake news, Sean.
All right, what do you think? We've got all this hypocrisy going on as it relates to sexual harassment. The very same Democrats that many of whom were involved in smearing all the Clinton women, I mean smearing and defending what we now know as predatory behavior of Bill Clinton, and the outrage they show only when Republicans are accused of such things. Now they talk about due process. Now they talk about not rushing to judgment.
Right.
I'm consistent. I think that should be the case. Take everything seriously. They're too serious. Charges are serious. But people do still deserve the presumption of innocence, and that's even John Conyers. But they politicize this. Your thoughts?
Look, that's the American way. We have to be a nation of law and order, of rule of law, even for the elites. As my good friend...
Not trial by media.
Not trial by media, and not false accusations that are just built upon and built upon. Look, Sean, it's very simple. As my good friend Chris Plant, who has the morning radio show here in D.C., says all the time, if the left didn't have double standards, they wouldn't have any standards at all. That's the bottom line. It's flexible. It's made of rubber. Oh, and if you're one of us, if you're Hillary, if you're Bill, if you're Connors, if you're Franken, don't worry. When you get caught, we'll cover for you.
What should happen in those cases? In the Franken case, you have evidence, and you have an admission, although not on everything. In Conyers' case, he says no. In Moore's case, he says didn't happen.
Well, ideally, the elite should police itself. They should say, no, you have to leave. You must show that you have moral fiber, and you must resign, or you must be sacked from your positions. If there's a legal case to be made, if there's actual sexual assault, that should be investigated to the end of the trail.
Agreed.
Whether they're Republicans or whether they're Democrats.
Agreed. I don't think it's hard to find. All right. As the Senate and this tax bill, we have 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Is it going to pass? And do you have any faith it will pass?
I give it a 50-50 shot. If they don't realize, if the GOP establishment doesn't realize that their necks are on the line, if this doesn't pass, then more fool them. More fool them.
All right. Sebastian Gorka, always good to see you. Thank you for being with us. All right. It's like one of the biggest examples of fake news. You can't make this stuff up. We're going to show you how Liberal Joe and Mika on Conspiracy TV MSNBC straight up lied to their viewers. That's next.